Hi guys. A famous French philosopher named Jean-Paul Sartre once said that women only love men they're not attracted to. And he was right. Most of us have been in relationships where we were with someone who didn't really excite us, but it was easy. It was comfortable. But when we think back on it now, we can honestly say that we never really loved them. So why do women do this? Why do they fall for these kinds of guys? Well, before I answer this question, remember that real love is rare. There are thousands of things that can go wrong in a relationship. There are countless reasons why a relationship might fail. Only 39% of marriages last. The divorce rate keeps rising every year, and it's all because people don't know how to love properly. We aren't taught how to love, yet we are expected to know how. If you want your love life to be any different from all the rest, then you need to understand what you are doing and why. You see, there's a particular kind of man that women will always fall for, but at the same time, these are the men who will never settle down. And it's because of one shocking truth. Here's what it is. Most men are simps. They will do anything to get a woman's attention. They will buy her gifts, take her out for dinner, stay up all night messaging her, do whatever she wants them to do. These men have no dignity, no self-respect, no confidence. They lack everything that makes a man attractive. And what's worse is that they don't even realize it. This is the first reason why so many marriages fail. One partner is too needy, too desperate, and it turns the other one off. The moment you start chasing a woman, the moment you start putting her on a pedestal, you lose your value in her eyes. You become someone she doesn't respect. It becomes easy for her to ignore you, to manipulate you, or even use you. That's why those men who try to win her over with gifts, compliments, and empty promises end up getting hurt the most. They put all their efforts into impressing a woman, only to find out that she wasn't worth it. And now, here's the other side of the coin. There are some men who don't need women. These are the rarest types of men. They could have any woman they want, but they don't need anyone. That's why they are free. They are free to come and go as they please. They don't need anyone to validate their self-worth, which makes them incredibly attractive to women. Do you think it's easy for a woman to resist a man like that? Of course not. But that's the point. You're supposed to be hard to get. You should make a woman work for your attention, otherwise she won't value it. Women chase the kind of men they can't have, the men who don't depend on them, the ones who make them earn their love. Think about it. If a woman had to work hard to win you over, wouldn't you be more invested in her? Wouldn't you cherish her more? That's how it works with humans. We always appreciate things more when we have to work hard to get them. Now, here's the brutal truth. Most men aren't like that. They don't understand the art of making a woman work for their attention. Instead, they do all the work themselves, giving her all the attention, showering her with affection, and buying her expensive gifts. And what do they get in return? Heartbreak. Because women don't appreciate the men who give them everything. They want the ones who make them work for it. Do you understand what I'm saying? A woman will never love a man who gives her everything. She needs a challenge. She needs a man who's hard to get. She needs a man who doesn't need her. Now, this might sound harsh, but it's the reality of the world we live in. If you want to find true love, if you want to find a woman who will stay by your side for the rest of her life, you need to understand this. Don't give women everything. Make them work for your attention. Make them chase you. Women are attracted to men who don't need them because they are confident. They are secure in their masculinity. They don't need anyone to complete them. These men are whole and complete on their own. They don't depend on women for validation or attention. And that's what makes them so attractive. Women want to be with a man who is strong, who is confident, who is sure of himself. They want a man who isn't afraid to leave them if they cross a line. They want a man who has high standards and who isn't afraid to enforce them. They want a man who knows what he wants in life and who goes after it relentlessly. That's what makes a man attractive to women. That's what makes a man irresistible. This is why women fall for the wrong men. They fall for men who are needy, insecure, and desperate. They fall for men who are weak and who let them walk all over them. They fall for men who are arrogant and who think they are better than everyone else. But none of these men are worth a woman's time. Only a few men truly understand this, and that's why they stand out from the crowd. You see, being a man means being strong, being confident, being fearless. It means having high standards and sticking to them. It means being relentless in the pursuit of excellence. It means being loving and protective without being overbearing. It means being a leader without being a tyrant. Being a man is about balance. It's about finding the right balance between strength and gentleness, between ambition and humility, between assertiveness and kindness. Unfortunately, most men don't understand this. They think being a man means being someone to be feared, someone who walks over everyone else, but that's not what it means. It's not what it should mean. Being a man means being someone to be respected, someone who treats others with dignity and kindness, someone who leads by example and inspires others to be better. Being a man isn't easy. It takes a lot of work and dedication, but it's also incredibly rewarding. When you truly understand what it means to be a man and you strive to be the best version of yourself, you will find that women will respect and admire you for it. They will want to be with you because you make them feel safe and protected. They will love you because you make them laugh and challenge them to be better. They will cherish you because you are a rare find in today's world, a man who truly knows how to treat a woman right. If you want to be that kind of man, then start by understanding what it means to be a man. Start by developing the qualities that make you truly irresistible to women. Start by becoming the kind of man who doesn't need anyone to complete him, who doesn't depend on anyone for validation or attention. Become the kind of man who is strong, confident, and fearless. Become the kind of man who has a purpose in life and who relentlessly pursues it. Become the kind of man who treats others with respect and kindness. Become the kind of man who is a true leader, not a tyrant. Become the kind of man who is balanced, who understands the importance of both strength and gentleness, of ambition and humility, of assertiveness and kindness. In a nutshell, become the kind of man who is truly worthy of a woman's love and respect. Because let me tell you something, brothers, women may chase after the wrong men, but that doesn't mean you have to. You don't have to settle for being just another ordinary man who does what everyone else does. You can be the man who stands out from the crowd, the man who doesn't need anyone but still gets everyone. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love. Until next time.